Hey everybody, Ben here. Well, I made a mistake. Oh boy, did I. You know, everything we do in this industry is a risk. It's a chance. That's what we do for a living. We take risks, and whether it's getting somebody out of jail or taking somebody back to jail, we're taking a risk. Well, I took one last week and it bit me in the butt in a big way. So here's what happened. And for those of you that's like, yeah, serves you right, screw the man. Who cares what you think? So I get this call from a guy and he's like, hey man, here's my situation. I have the money to get out of jail. It's a $50,000 bond. Costs $5,050 to get out of jail in Mississippi. There's a $50 processing fee on top of the 10%. Don't matter how much the bond is. So he said, but here's the thing. The cops that arrested me on this old warrant kept my money, and I'm the only one that can get to it. So I'm like, yeah, okay. How much money are we talking about? $8 grand. I'm like, okay, you got my attention. So he tells me where the money is, who has it, and gives me a list of phone numbers of family members to call that I can verify this story. So I start going through the process, and normally I'm like, yeah, whatever, man. Find somebody that can get your money. I'm not messing with this. But one, we're talking about $5 grand, and two, we're talking about something that I could legitimately verify because it's with a police department, not with just some, you know, my cousin's got my money and he's holding it for me. Just call my cousin and ask him. You know, we get that a lot. So I go through the steps. I call his family and I'm like, hey, what's the situation? And they all tell me the same story. All right. I verify the money is there. They're like, yeah, it's here. Only he can get it. So the family convinces me that he's a man of his word. He's not a troublemaker. This is an old thing that was caused. Well, I'm not going to get into the case itself. Anyway, I believe the guy. So I went and got him, and he had somebody come up there and indemnify or co-sign, and life was good. Well, this was Thursday evening, and Friday was Veterans Day. So the administration to the courthouses, the police departments, all that were off on Friday. So we had to wait till Monday. Well, Monday comes around. He goes and picks his money up, and then he calls me and he's like, hey bro, now that I'm not sitting in jail, let's negotiate. Those aren't the words he used, but that's essentially what he was doing. I'm like, whoa, what do you mean negotiate? This ain't a negotiation. You've got $8,000 and $5,050 of it belongs to me and I want my money. So we go back and forth all day. We go back and forth with his indemnifier, and she's seemingly trying to help us get him to do the right thing. He's being evasive, not answering questions. She tells us he hasn't been around since I got him out. He's not staying at the house with me like he was supposed to. He's not, you know, communicating with me because I'm mad at him, or because she's mad at him for screwing me over, I guess. But, you know, as the indemnifier, this kind of stuff falls back on her. So she's not happy with him. I'm not happy with him. So he just stops answering the phone. Just starts avoiding completely. So we start sending text message like, hey man, you know, you need to call, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to say everything we said because that's not important. But he just completely cuts off communication. So what do? We load up and go to the address he gave us, and guess what? It used to be his address a long time ago, but it's no longer his address. So I'm like, what the heck happened? And, you know, I'm like, Yeah, I got out of the business for a few years. I'm feeling a little rusty. Well, this just proves it. You know, at this point, I'm more mad that I let this happen than I was that it actually happened. You know, like, I should know better than this. I've been doing this job. I might have taken a break, but I've been doing this job since 1999, and I should not have let this happen. So the other people that were with me when it all went down, very experienced people, people I trust, respect, and, you know, trust their word. They're like, you know, hey, we would have done the same thing. It's not because you're rusty. You know, quit kicking yourself over it. It'll be all right. So, yeah, maybe it'll be all right. I don't know. I'm still kind of upset with myself over letting this happen. Anyway, so we're going to give it a couple days, you know, maybe a week. Try to get in touch with the guy again and see if he'll do the right thing. If nothing else, see if he'll make arrangements to do the right thing. Because you know what? We are bondsmen. We can help people. We can set people up on payments. We have a lot of flexibility. But if he's going to cut us off, that means he's not going to check in. He obviously gave me a false address, you know, well, at least not a current address. It was his at one time. You know, we don't have a good phone number for him, so we're gonna see where it goes from here. But hopefully he'll call, say, hey man, let's work this out. I don't want to be running and hiding from y'all, because he's not a young man. He's an older gentleman, and I doubt running and hiding from us is the top thing on his priority list. But anyway, I thought that was an interesting story to kind of share with you guys, especially you guys that are thinking about getting into the business or have just gotten into the business that haven't quite experienced getting burned really bad yet. It happens. You know, we get people out, we take risks, and sometimes you get burned. So just share with you guys some of the things that happen. Anyway, that's all for now. Ben the Bondsman signing out. Remember, bail bonding isn't what we do, it's who we are.